we're seeing indications that Cisco's acquisition of Pure Digital, that is, the people who make the Flip video camera, looks to be extending into some other spaces. Yesterday we saw a little bit of a tidbit in the FCCs database pop up via Dave Zatz from Zatz Not Funny. Basically, it looks like some sort of media streamer that would take maybe your home videos from a flip camera, for instance, and put them on your big screen. Is this actually something that we need, and is this something that Flip can pull off in an extremely simple way? Let's talk to Seth Porges, who runs technology over at Popular Mechanics. Seth, thanks for being with us.
Thanks again.
So right now this is really shrouded in mystery. The company hasn't officially announced this device, and essentially what we're guessing right now is some sort of way of streaming home movies that you would shoot on your flip camera to your big screen. Is that something you think people want? And I mean, is this the way to do it?
Well, my understanding is, and again, it's not official, so we don't really know what it's going to do, is it's going to stream your flip shot movies from your laptop or your PC to your TV. And this is really, really interesting to me because if this is going to be an accessory to a flip, it has to be very inexpensive. And right now there's ways of doing kind of wireless HDMI and wirelessly streaming movies from a computer to a TV, but it's very, very expensive. These devices from companies like Belkin and Geffen cost hundreds of dollars. If they can do this really, really cheaply, it could sort of act like a Trojan horse that brings any sort of wireless video streaming from within the house to a much more mainstream, wider audience.
I mean, that's why it was my real question. I mean, is that really what they're going to do here? Is charge $100 or $150 for this device, which is of course the price of the FlipCam, and then use that as a way of streaming maybe Hulu or something like that? I mean, is that kind of where you think they're going?
I don't think that's what's on Cisco's mind. But I think that if they can, we don't know much about this device, but if they can allow other devices sort of latch onto it somehow, it'll be really cool. It's just the idea that the price of the wireless streaming within the house is getting down so low that it can be sold as an accessory to a Flip. Again, Flip is a company based on simplicity. They're not going to market this thing, at least not initially, as a media solution for anything other probably than getting your Flip videos onto your TV. That's not on their mind. However, of course, it's going to be on everybody else's mind.
Yeah.
So if we can use this somehow, of hackers, third parties, or just other companies who are looking and saying, wow, if they can do this for $100, we can do it with a much more robust interface, doing a whole bunch more for $150.
Yeah, I mean, well,
let's real exciting.
Well, let's break down exactly what this needs to be. I mean, we don't know much about it again.
Yeah.
If this is going to, the thing we're guessing, again, it's some sort of home video streaming thing. What is this actually going to have to look like as far as specs go, pricing, sort of what's going to, it has the Flip name attached to it, which makes it feel, simple and inexpensive. What are some of the things that you kind of would expect with that Flip video name attached to it?
Well, again, we're entirely speculating here.
This is totally just for fun, but for speculation's sake.
Of fun. Love speculation. So knowing what we know, which is nothing, it's I would guesstimate $100 tops, maybe $150. I would guesstimate that it will do little more than stream flip shot movies, maybe a couple other video formats as well, from your laptop to your TV. So you can kind of easily watch your home movies on your TV without messing with a spaghetti nest of wires. Yeah. And I would guess that is all it is going to.
Yeah. So I mean, some of the comments we've seen are, Dave, I think, even said this himself in his original post, but basically, Flip wants to do this. They want to make it simple, but despite their best efforts, it's still going to be a complex situation because maybe you have to pair things together or whatever. I mean, do you see those pitfalls? Is that kind of like the undoing of this device if it, goes beyond one step of hitting the big red button?
No, and I don't really think it's going to be that much more difficult. I imagine it's going to be pretty easy, and I imagine it's going to be easier right now than any other way of getting your Flip video onto your TV. I think what Flip sees, what Pure Digital and Cisco see, is that people are shooting lots of videos of their Flip, but the percentage of them that make it off of your Flip camera onto your computer and then make it from your computer onto your TV is very, very low. Yeah. And they want to increase that percentage. So say, 10% of movies shot on a Flip ever make it to a big screen TV. That's probably very generous. Most of them probably live on YouTube, live on your hard drive, and they want to transform it probably from like a YouTube-focused video device to a home movie-focused video device.
Well, I think it really has a good shot at doing that because, I've been to a few video meetups this week, technology meetups where they're talking about video, and every time someone brings up the Flip camera and how you can pull it out anywhere, it's always easy to get to. And Apple, of course, is going head-on with Flip, actually directly comparing the iPod Nano to the Flip camera. So I mean, this sort of seems like a cheap way of expanding that home video market. Seth, I mean, any final parting shots here? Is there any killer thing that people just haven't quite seen with the Flip camera where this is something that Flip needs to really exploit? Or I mean, is this sort of the natural evolution of the device?
Well, Flip right now is scared. They're scared because Apple is moving onto their territory. So they have to do something that differentiates themselves from the iPhone 3GS and from the iPod Nano and from inevitably the iPod Touch, and that can shoot video. So what they're trying to do is say, we do more than just shoot video. We do all this other cool stuff too, because they need to, or else they're pretty much going to be eaten alive by Apple.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at if you know, in the perfect Apple world where you have your Mac, your iPhone, your iPod Nano, and then your Apple TV, there's a really expensive way to sort of do this now. I guess Flip's real hope is to try and make it as cheap as possible and as easy to use as possible. Seth, we're going to leave it there. Seth Porges from Popular Mechanics. He's a technology editor over there. I think that's your title. I don't know. We'll go with
something like that.
Close enough. Go with that for now. Anyway, I'm Randall Bennett. Don't forget, you can catch us on iTunes or on YouTube. We need to get on your TV. I'm not sure how we're going to do that yet. Maybe Boxy. I don't know. We'll figure it out though. Also, thanks to our sponsor, GoToMeeting. You can get 30 days for free by heading to gotomeeting.com/techpodcasts. They'll hook you up there. See ya.